Hi, it's me, Jay, and welcome back to the farm. Today, we're going to take a look at two new mods that just came out for Farming Simulator 22. These are returning from Farming Simulator 19, and I personally use them all the time. Now, for those of you that are new to the game, there are two ways you can download and install mods. The first one requires you to go to the Farming Simulator website, scroll across the menu until you find the mods menu. This will take you to the Farming Simulator 22 mod hub, and it'll show you all the mods so far available for the game. The two new mods we're going to take a look at today are creating fields with a cultivator and collecting straw at missions. We'll download the collecting straw at missions manually, and then for the create fields with a cultivator, I'll show you the easier way to download them. So, click on Collect Straw at Missions. This brings up the page, gives you a brief description of the mod. So here it says, allows you to collect straw of the contract fields with a baler and forage wagon. Now, as you probably already found out, if you're harvesting oats, wheat, barley for a contract, the game will only allow you to harvest that grain and then sell the grain before completing the contract. This mod allows you to, as it says, collect straw either using a baler or a forage wagon before you finish the mission, and then you can complete the contract once you've collected the straw. So, to download this mod, hit the download button. It might take a second. There we go. So, depending on the browser you're using, there are different ways to get to where the mod downloaded to. My mods all download to my downloads folder. So the easiest thing to do is open up the Show in Folder tab, and there we are. Right at the top it tells me today I've downloaded Collect Straw at Missions. It's a zip file. You don't need to unzip it. You don't need to do anything with it. Just right click, hit cut, then you go to your Documents folder, look for My Games, Farming Simulator 22, and the Mods folder. There we go. Right click, and let's paste it in there. Now we've added Collect Straw at Missions to our Downloads folder. Sorry, to our Mods folder. You can go ahead and close that. And I'm going to fire up Farming Simulator 22, and we'll look at the second way of downloading mods. I'll be right back. And okay, Farming Simulator is fired up, and we're at the main menu. You want to go to your downloadable content, and for a PC, you want to make sure you click on Show Crossplay Mods and not Show Crossplay Mods Only. If you show Crossplay Mods Only, it won't show any of the scripts mods because they're not compatible with consoles. Both of these mods today are script mods. Okay, so now we've gone to the miscellaneous category, and we see create fields with a cultivator. Gives you some basic information. same as the mod hub page does. This mod enables the field creation for cultivators, disc harrows, power harrows, spaders, and subsoilers. Traditionally, you're only able to create fields with a plow. So let's go ahead and we'll just hit install because this is the mod we want. And it should, if we go back, yep, it's 100% downloaded. So we go back again. Now normally it will prompt you to restart the game. When you've downloaded the mod, but for some reason it's not doing that for me. Yeah, I'll have to go ahead and restart the game manually. So give me a second and I'll be right back. Okay, we restarted the game back in the mod hub, in-game mod hub. And as you can see, both of our mods have installed, no problem. I'm going to go to my test farm on Cultivator, and we're going to take a look at these mods. You will need to activate these mods before you finally start the game. If you don't hit the check mark, the mods won't be installed and they won't be available in that game. It's a useful feature because it means you don't have to have all the same mods in all your different game files. You can pick and choose the content you want. So we'll give the Cultivator a moment to load up. And I've already started the contract for the grain. There we go. Much quicker than Farming Simulator 19. And we'll go ahead and we'll finish the first part, which is the easy part, the contract. We'll finish collecting the grain. Now don't forget to enable straw swap on your combine, or there'll be nothing to collect. And what I recommend to people on this one is once your combine's full and you've filled your trailers, don't do anything else with the grain until you're ready. So our hopper's filling up. And we'll stop as soon as we're done this row, because you don't need to see the whole process. This will give you an idea of how it works. Okay. Now probably for this, what I would do, it's only a small row. You're not going to get a lot out of it, so you can either chop it, or you can take it for what it's worth and collect it. Let's just hop across to our forage harvester. Sorry, not our forage harvester, our forage wagon. Start that up. And we'll go ahead to our straw swats. Lower the header. Start the forage wagon, and let's start collecting. And there, as you can see, straw is being collected in the forage wagon. We could use a baler if we wanted to. I'm going to put the straw into my silo, or my straw barn, so I want it loose, because the barn doesn't accept bales. Oh, crazy French driver. Okay. So we might have enough for half a loading wagon, maybe 3/4 of a forage wagon. in this field. If you don't want to keep it, the easiest thing to do is bale it, put it on a trailer, and then sell it. Bales compact the straw and hay a lot better than the forage wagons do, so you won't need to make as many return trips to the sale point. Same as if you don't mind storing bales at your farm and you've got somewhere to do it. Bales are far easier to store hay and straw rather than dumping it with a forage wagon. If you watched my how-to for hay, silage, and grass, you'll know that you need a forage wagon to be able to dump grass or chaff into a silage bunker. It won't take bales. Okay, so that's the first mod taken care of. Very simple. Definitely a good addition to the game. Now, even better than that is the next mod, which allows you to create fields with a cultivator. I'm in the middle of applying this field, but we'll take a quick break. For those of you that don't know or haven't done it before, using a plow, creating a new field is very simple. You just go to a part of grass you own, you press Y, which allows you to create fields, you lower the plow, and you start plowing up the grass you own. Do this enough times, and you can create a new field. Now, the mod we downloaded to use a cultivator to create fields basically gives us, as you can see, the Y function again. Allow create fields. So yes, we want that activated. We're going to lower the cultivator. Oh. Going to lower the cultivator. And right away you can see it started to cultivate the grassland and create an extension to this field. We could go all the way up to the side of the road if we wanted to. In fact, I'm probably missing a little bit as that part's already a field. Let's just go up to the end here, and then we'll take a look at it. Now, I prefer a cultivator because it's nice and square. So it creates a nice start and a nice end. Unlike a plow, which if we go back and we have a look at our plow, creates a triangle shape at the end of the field. We then have to mess around with the plow and go to the side to get a nice rectangular or cube shape to the end of that. Using a cultivator, you don't have to. As you can see, it's done it for us. So, the other thing to bear in mind with this, and we'll take a look in the menu, is you can see our cultivated strip. It's added it to the side of the field. If we go to, here it is, we'll turn off fertilizer, we'll turn off weeds, and needs plowing. You can see the section we've just created using a cultivator does not give us a plowed state. We'll have to go back over that part with either a plow or a subsoiler to give it that plowed state. I don't believe, but let me just double check. I think you can use, with this mod, you can use a subsoiler to do both. I have a subsoil somewhere. Or I had a subsoil, a nice big one. There it is. I think this model in 22 allows us to use, allow create fields. So this should, in theory, give us both a plowed state and create a nice square rectangle. I guess we don't need to be perfect. We'll just drop that down. Hit Y to create fields. There we go. Get out, we'll take a look. So it needs lime, but it doesn't need plowing. Whereas here, we'll double check again, it's going to need lime, and yes, as you can see, it needs plowing. Anyway, that's it. Those are the 2 new mods today, and I hope you found it useful learning how to install those mods if this is your first time at it. If you want to learn more and be notified of when more mods become available and how they work, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. Thanks for watching, and remember to keep it between the rows.